Yo, my people, damn CFC, British Blue, back with another video, and it's match day, Chelsea versus West Ham in the Premier League today. Make sure to check out the watch along, man. It's gonna start at 7 p.m. Make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new Chelsea content from me. And make sure just to show the support on all the socials, man. It's on nearly every single social platform. And thank you for your support. It's a new week, new blessings. Hope you guys have an enjoyable February as well, man. And hopefully Chelsea can get the W today. Hopefully Chelsea can get the W today because do you know why we need this win? Because we saw teams like Manchester City drop points, Bournemouth drop points, Newcastle drop points, as well as Aston Villa. They drop points as well. I know they're only a couple of points behind us, but they are in that vicinity. And right now, if we win today, we can go 2 points clear of Manchester City. We can go 2 points clear of Newcastle. We can go 3 points clear of Bournemouth and back into the top four. That's what we can do today. And I hope the man them do the job today. Please do that damn job because we need it. The last game we played against Manchester City, it was not a good performance. It was not. We done well for the first 20 minutes, but after that, Kaplawi, Nafa, Bupkis, we done niche, and we allowed them to win 3-1. And that's the reason why someone like Robert Sanchez, man like you cannot be playing again. I do not want to see him play again. And that's why I'm not doing no predicted XIs anymore. It's about my preferred XI because predicted, I'm not really too fussed about it. I want the preferred XI. I want my XI because I'm sick and tired of trying to put guys in, trying to give guys chances because realistically, you just don't deserve it. You just don't. I've tried to back a man, but you know what? That there in the last game, it's not enough, especially when you have to deep the fact that Manchester City are not even in their best form right now. They've been getting beat by other teams. Look at how they lost to Arsenal 5-1. Like that just goes to show they're not the same Manchester City. But look at what we done. We allowed them to win 3-1. It's a joke. It's a joke. But that's why today's match is very important. Not only because we're playing West Ham, a London derby, but we are going up against our former manager, Graham Potter. You see, Graham Potter, yeah? I'm not gonna lie to you. I was someone that didn't really want him to get sacked when he was here because the board set him up to fail. The board brought him in after the transfer window had closed and they didn't give him enough time. And then on top of that, in January, we made so many signings. We had a manager who hadn't even been to a Champions League match, let alone um let alone manage a Champions League team. But yeah, we brought him in, and after 7 months, we sacked him. To be honest with you, it was not fair. That is not fair. But life ain't fair. And since then, we've changed managers every single season. Graham Potter, Mauricio Pochettino, Enzo Maresca. The board want a man who is a yes man. I'm not going to sit here and say it's not all good to be a yes man because there's a lot of people in this world that are yes men to their higher ups. And they make it work well for them. But that's why I don't even put blame on Enzo Maresca. Because he, throughout the first part of the season, he has done a massive job. A massive job. He was a manager last season in the championship. This is his first season managing a Premier League team. And regardless of what happens, regardless whether we get top four Champions League football or not, he should not get sacked because man needs time. He needs time, and I believe in him. I do. There's gonna be people that sit there and say that he's caused different situations and he doesn't set up right. Fair enough, you're entitled to your opinion. But realistically, how many managers have come into the Premier League and made everything work throughout the first time? Pep Guardiola didn't, Jurgen Klopp didn't, and these are the two of the greatest managers in Premier League in the last 5 years. The only two managers that can say they've won a Premier League title in the last 5 years. So this is the reason why we need to give a man like Ezra Maresca time and why people shouldn't be jumping the gun and be like, oh, let's sack him. Let's sack him. Because you can sit there and say that he backs Robert Sanchez. But if you're going to be honest with yourself, is that really his decision? Is that really his decision? Or is he just trying to play smart, trying to wait for an opportunity to play another guy just because the higher ups, the Egg Barleys of the world, Todd Bowley, the goalkeeping coach. These men are the influencers. Paul Winstonley, Lawrence Stewart. These men have more authority than Enzo Maresca, and he just trying to do everything it is to be a manager of Chelsea Football Club, a great club, a club that's won everything, a club that's won everything. And we're meant to be here sitting there saying that, oh, yeah, we're going to get top four. Bear in mind, we spent 1.5 billion. Who in the history of football have spent so much money in a short space of time? But yeah, you're going to have the board telling us, it doesn't matter if we get top four or not. It don't matter because end of the day, all we care about is some money. We care about selling players and getting some profit because we don't care about winning. We don't care about trophies. Well, burn what you think. Burn what you think because we care about trophies. The real Chelsea fans care about winning trophies. And guess what? Unless you're clueless, if you do win trophies, you're going to get even more money. Unless you're so dumb. But the board, you man are businessmen, but you are not football people like that. You could call the thing soccer or whatnot, but realistically, you man don't have that winning mentality, and you have to change. You have to change your philosophy because if you don't, I'm telling you, the Chelsea fan base are not going to have it. We are a big fan base and not as big as other teams, but we are a big fan base and we will stick together when the time is right. And I swear down, if we don't get top four this season, sorry, it's a shambles. There is no reason why we shouldn't get top four. We have been in the top four at least 15 times out of 23 games. We deserve to get Champions League. Not just because, oh yeah, it'll be a bonus because we get some extra money. No, because we as a Chelsea Football Club, the history that we've shown throughout the last 2 decades, this is what shows us this. We have been out of the Champions League for the last 2 seasons in a row. 2 seasons in a row. Under Abramovich, when did that ever happen? When did that ever happen? You have to bear in mind, people can sit there and say that, oh yeah, we didn't make the best signings. Da, 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 da. When did we ever go 2 seasons without getting the Champions League? Whenever did we go 2 seasons without winning a trophy? Tell me. Because you can't. Because it's cap. You cannot tell man that. And this is what this board has brought us to. Mediocrity. The Chelsea, the connection is not the same since they've ever come in. They have taken us and ripped us apart. And you man best right your wrongs. You better right your wrongs because you have the power to do that. You have the power to do that. I would love for a man like Roman Abramovich to come back and manage Chelsea and take us back to where we belong. But realistically, the chance of that happening anytime soon is very long. But hopefully one day Roman Abramovich can come back and run Chelsea Football Club the way it's meant to be run. But in the meantime, you man need to pattern up because what you're doing is not good enough. It is not good enough. We've signed guys like Cole Palmer and that, and realistically, guys are great signings, but that was by luck. No one ever thought Cole Palmer's going to do what he's done. But this is another reason why we deserve the best. Because who would have thought that he went on to be a world-class player? He is a world-class player. And that is just, I think, the gods telling us that Chelsea, you deserve to be in and amongst the best teams. Because no one would have foreseen that. No one. But that's what I'm trying to say. Things need to go our way. And that's why today it has to go that way. We have a manager, Enzo Maresca, who's been doing well. But now we're in the second half of the season where every game matters. Every game matters. And now we have to win. West Ham, a team who we beat comfortably 3-0 at the start of the season, we have to win again. We beat them 5-0. But there's no guarantees that we will win because they have a manager in Graham Potter who does have a point to prove. He does have a point to prove. He will sit there and say during his press conference, oh, I have no hard feelings. Da, 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 da. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Maybe you don't have any hard feelings because you got a lot of money when you got sacked.
Mhm.
Maybe that's the reason why. Maybe that's why. But regardless, you have a point to prove. And we cannot allow them to prove that point. We cannot allow West Ham to beat us at Stamford Bridge. No chance in hell. That better not happen today. It better not. But obviously, that's just me giving my thoughts and opinions on the match. And obviously, now I'm going to talk about some injuries / team news. And the same as before, obviously, we got man like McCallum Mudryk who's suspended. And they said during January that we'd be getting an update onto where's his B sample. It's in February now. Where is the B sample? Because I miss Mikhailo Mudryk. We need to see him play again. We have to see him play again. I want to know where this B sample, because you got man just missing out games, and for what? We need a player like him because there's no one in this team that has the pace that he has, the change of pace that he has, and that is big in a team where we are not that fast in the attack. That adds something completely different, and an attribute that no one in the team has. No one in the team has. So personally speaking, I really hope that he just obviously comes back as soon as possible. But you guys, whoever's controlling this B sample thing, sort that out. Wesley Fofana, Benoit Badier Shaw, these man are injured still, gets like that. But then obviously you're gonna have guys like Karan Shakiri Mecca. He's gone on loan to Borussia Dortmund now. He's on loan to Borussia Dortmund. Joao Felix, he's gone to AC Milan. AC Milan, these guys love doing us deals. But realistically, I just think that we signed Joao Felix just due to the fact that man like him was just a part of a deal to get Conor Gallagher off the books. Someone who I'm not going to sit here and say that I said that he would be a starter if all of our team is fit, but he is a player that can help contribute to a winning team because he has that die-hard energy for Chelsea, but not to mention he's a good enough footballer. He's a good enough footballer. I'm not going to sit here and say that he's excellent at so many different things. No, but he deserved to not get sold. But that's just how the game goes, especially with this club who just want pure profit, all of this and that. Hampers our development. So, like, that's just the thing. Joao Felix was just a part of that. Because explain to me why he's getting sold or getting on loan for another 6 months, but he's barely played. Because it just wasn't that. This was the intentions all along. This was the intentions. The board just want to be able to make money, and regardless of everything, like I feel like we will have money. But if you want to spend something, get a goalkeeper. Bring back Ledigo Chuku or Andre Santos. Get a damn striker. Get Ozyman. Get someone who can help us get closer to challenging for the biggest trophies. Because all you do is bring through youth talent. I'm not going to try to sit here and say that there's not a good reason why you can do these things. I'm not going to sit here and say that you can't do that. But realistically, for me, we need these signings, and you have one last summer coming. You have this summer coming. You better change. There's no chance we're going to make any significant signings on the last day of the transfer window, which is today. And love for big up brother. And it seems this is going Spurs. I hopefully that he does go. Hopefully he does. But realistically, I'm not even holding my breath on that one there. But we'll see. And it's transfer deadline day. We'll see what happens. But realistically, I be so honest, man. The board, you man better pattern up and get us what we need to go back to where we belong. Challenging for Premier League titles, challenging in the Champions League. Don't want to be sitting here saying, oh, we're ahead of schedule. Who's planning to get top 4 next season? Bun all of that. This season, we need top 4, or else it's going to be a long day. It will be a long day. Bare negativity will go around here. And I'm not someone that wants to be negative. But if you give me no other opportunity or no other option, I will be. Because this will be disgraceful if we don't get top 4. I'm spending 1.5 billion. Who has done such a thing? Who has done such a thing? No one. No one. So again, the board, pattern up. Pattern up. Obviously, that's just some injury/team news, some Chelsea transfer news updates. And obviously, while man's live later, we're going to have more updates. We play West Ham. We're going to be seeing a lot of stuff. You guys can let me know in the comments what you think in terms of like the new signings or anyone that we make. But realistically, we're not going to be making any significant signings that's going to add to this team. The biggest significant thing that we can do is recall someone like Leslie Gochuku, Andre Santos, or even Dodi Petrovic. Bring back Petrovic, man. Bring back Petrovic. But yeah, that's obviously some team news and injury news. I'm not necessarily 100% concerned about West Ham's team news, but regardless, It's not a game that we can take lightly. We better batter this team, though. On no cap, no word of a lie. We better do this. But now, I'm going to show you some head-to-head stats. Just bear with me 2 seconds while I get this video up. So, yeah, man. So, hey, man, just getting bad notifications, bro. Enough notifications in the video. But yeah, man. This is some young individual, you know. But yeah, yeah, this is some head stats. Where is it? There you go. No, not that one. This one. Alright, cool. Let me play it. Let's go. My people, damn. This is the head-to-head stats between Chelsea and West Ham. Get this thing out my way, fam. Us 44 times in our last 3 games. Please get out of my way, man. Maybe it's moving down the store. We beat them 3-0 earlier in the season, 5-0 at Stamford Bridge last season, and lost 3-1 at the London Stadium last season. I want you guys to let me know your thoughts and opinions on what your score predictions will be, and make sure to check out the watch along. In a bit, my people down. I'm just there wondering, why can't I get this thing off the screen, bro? I'm off my line, bro. Like, this dumb thing. Thing is dumb, bro. 2 seconds. Like, this is actually dumb. Like, why can't I just remove the thing? Come off, bro. Come on, man. Like, this is dumb. All my people, damn. This is the head-to-head stats between Chelsea and West Ham. We have beaten them 56 times. They have beaten us 44 times. In our last 3 games, we beat them 3-0 earlier in the season, 5-0 at Stamford Bridge last season, and lost 3-1 at the London Stadium last season. I want you guys to let me know your thoughts and opinions on what your score predictions will be, and make sure to check out the watch along. In a bit, my people down. So yeah, as you can see, that is the head-to-head stats. But just to make it more clearer, let me just bring you the graphic. That is right here. Anyway, that is right here. That is right here. Anyway, got people loud in my house for what reason? I don't know. But yeah, this is the graphic anyway. 56 wins we have against them, 44 wins they have against us. In our last 3 games, we beat them 3-0 earlier in the season. We beat them 5-0 at Stamford Bridge last season, and they beat us 3-1 last season. And that was a torrid game, jarring game. But we can win 3 games in a row against them. And we ain't done this in a minute. West Ham are normally a bogey team for us, but they cannot be a bogey team today. We ain't got time for all of that. We need to go into the top 4 and go 2 points clear. Even if it means that because if we draw, we can go back into the top 4 regardless. But we just have that extra cushion if we do win. If we do win, we have that extra cushion in it. So realistically, and let me just go check out this table at this moment in time. So yeah, we would go back into the top 4 on goal difference if we draw. As long as we don't lose, we go into the top 4. We can go 2 points clear of Newcastle and Man City and go 3 points clear of Bournemouth. So the aim is to win 100%. That is the aim. But hopefully the man them can do that because it is a much necessary win to win. We have to win this game. Please win this game today, man them. Please win this game today. But then we can talk about my preferred XI, and this is my preferred XI for the game again. Well, for our game against West Ham. So this is it. My preferred XI for the game. All my people down, CFC with the Spew back with another video. And this is my preferred XI for our game against West Ham today. Goalkeeper, Philip Jorgensen. Right back, Reece James. Centre backs, Levi Cole and Trevor Chalobah. Left back, Mark Cucurella. CDMs, Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo. On the left, I want us to play Pedro Neto. On the right, I want us to play Cole Palmer, Cam, Christopher Nkunku, striker, Nicholas Jackson. This is my preferred side. You guys let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. And as you can see, that is my preferred XI. I'm not into all of this predicted XI and stuff. I'm not into all of this because I don't really care about predicted XI anymore. It's about my preferred XI because I feel like man does the right things, then it will get like that. I know in the last game I did get the right predicted XI, but if I'll be honest with you, I have a feeling that even though he played crap in the last match, a man like Robert Sanchez could still have the chance to play. Even though Enzo Maresca in his press conference stated the fact that he hasn't made a decision. I hope you pick Jorgensen. I hope. But I also hope that you play Christopher Nkunku and Cam. We cannot be having Noni Madueke play on the right hand side. I'm sorry. Because a man like him, I'll be real. We have better players in the position. Cole Palmer last season set records playing off the right hand side. Set records playing off the right hand side. What has Noni Madueke done? He literally just scored more goals, got more goal involvements they did last season. I'm not saying he's a crap player, but we have other guys who can do better in your position. Christopher Nkunku, he deserves time to play because Christopher Nkunku is better than Noni Madueke. He is better than most of our attackers. He is our second best attacker, in my opinion, behind Cole Palmer. He has the experience as well. He has the know-how to score goals. He has helped us get 3 points already this season with limited game time. And again, he just deserves the time to play because before Cole Palmer came in, Christopher Nkunku was the player who will play in the number 10 role. It's only thanks to the fact that he had his injuries last season, the reason why he didn't get any chances. Realistically, he didn't get enough chances. But he is fit. He's been fit all season. Play him. Even though I don't necessarily think that we will, because you've been adamant that you want to play Cole down the middle. Forget all of that. Forget it. Forget all of that. Play him on the right. Play Christopher Nkunku and Cam. If you want to play Sancho on the left, fair enough. But Pedro Neto he has that little bit more pace to get up and down the pitch a little bit more. And then we can literally bring on Sancho. We can bring on Noni Madueke. That would make us more threatening. That would make us more threatening. So personally speaking, I really hope that is the XI, but I really doubt it. The only thing that man could possibly say is that Jorgensen could potentially start ahead of Sanchez. And that's just because Sanchez had those bozo moments. And that last moment you had against Man City, the worst moment you could ever have. You can never start again. Never. The only thing you could probably start in is Conference League. Conference League. But I hope. Yeah, and I'd rather you starting there. Because realistically, we don't need the best team to win the Conference League. We don't. Because we are head and shoulders above every single team in that competition. So, again, I don't want to see no Robert Sanchez. I would love to see Christopher Nkunku start because he deserves it. He deserves it. Our second best attacker. And guess what? That's even with Joao Felix if he was here because Christopher Nkunku is better than Joao Felix. There's going to be people sitting there saying that, he doesn't try hard enough. Bam! Play the man in his right position, which he deserves. He will sit there and say that Joao Felix deserves to play in the 10, play Cole in the right or something, or drop him or something. No. Cole cannot get dropped. He cannot get dropped. Him and Nico have been doing well this season and last season. Without their goals and assists, we wouldn't even finish in the top 6 last season. So, my opinion, I know Nicholas Jackson's done a lot, but realistically, I'm not trying to give chances to Mark Gui like that. There's no time for these experiments. And Christopher Nkunku, you might sit there and say, oh, it's an experiment. That is an experiment where he's already won us points in this Premier League, coming off the bench. He's not a striker. Play him in his best position. When you play guys in their best positions, you get better results. Not gonna sit there and say they're gonna get them every single game. Well, majority of the time, especially with a player like him who's 27, in the prime of his career, play him in his position. Because if he does do that, then things will get better for us. Having Christopher Nkunku, Cole Palmer, Nicholas Jackson on the same pitch at the same time, that does much better for us. Rather than having a Noni Madueke, Cole Palmer, and Nicholas Jackson. I'm not gonna lie. Because at the end of the day, Noni, come off the bench. Whether it's Neto or Sancho, one of you come off the bench. Personally speaking. But I want Nkunku, Cole Palmer, Nico to start in the attack. But first and foremost. But that is obviously my preferred XI. And you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. And now, it is now time to talk about my score prediction. And you see today, yeah? See my score prediction for this game? I think it's going to be a 3-1 Chelsea win, you know? Graham Potter, he's done well. With West Ham so far, you've gotten them more wins than that. But realistically, you're still in the bottom half. We Chelsea need this win. And when we're playing at home, even though the atmosphere isn't necessarily that great, we can still get this dub. We showed it last season when we battered them 5-0. Today, 3-1. We can definitely score at least 2 goals. I'm hoping for 3. And if Jorgensen's in goal, maybe we might stand a better chance of not conceding. But even then, our defense is just not the best. Our defense isn't the best. So I can never really be confident in saying that we're going to keep a clean sheet. So that's why I'm going to say a 3-1 Chelsea score prediction. Obviously, that's just my score prediction. And you guys to let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. And like I've said before, make sure to check out the watch along, which starts at 7 p.m. in just over 2 hours. So please make sure to do that. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on notification bell so you don't miss any new Chelsea content from me. And guess what? Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. In a bit, my people, damn. Love.